This next side hustle is actually untouched. Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day because I sure as hell am. So today I want to talk about different side hustles that you can start that are untapped. Yes, believe it or not, there are some side hustles that are actually untapped. And so to kick off this list, we have reselling Amazon bin finds. Okay, now this is actually super interesting. So there's a store in my town called Amazing Bins, and basically you can go and buy Amazon returns. Okay, now I know that maybe not everywhere has this, but in most big cities they do have something similar to this. Now they have a $25 day, $20 day, $15 day, $12 day, $3 day, $2 day, $1 day, then they restock. Okay, now imagine if you could buy something for $1 and resell it on Amazon. Here is the thing with this, is obviously there's going to be some shit in the mix. So you got to pick out some really cool finds and try to resell them on Facebook Marketplace as used. Now, here is how this would work. Okay, so you walk into the store, you find something that's valuable, and you can actually check it right on your Amazon app on your phone, right? All you have to do is type in the SKU number on the back and it will show up that exact listing that has been returned. And so you can see the actual value of the item and you can go accordingly based on the price. You can raise it or lower it or whatever. Now you can use Facebook Marketplace to actually resell this stuff. I would recommend starting an Amazon individual seller's account. Why would I do this? You can actually put it on that same listing and relist it once again, and you can actually tweak your price to be cheaper than the one that's already being offered, and then you get to win what's called a buy box on Amazon. So that is that one-click buy on Amazon where people can literally just click it, add it to their cart, and basically buy it in like a blink of an eye. This way they don't have to go and go on that little sidebar there where it says 6 used from blah blah blah, whatever. You get the point. You can basically mark it down cheaper and win that buy box, so then when people visit that listing, yours shows up and your product will be bought before the guy that actually is selling it, believe it or not. And that's how you can actually make probably some decent coin from that, right? If you buy like 6 or 7 different items. Now there are some very, very bad items in there that are just basically shit. Like they're gonna probably end up throwing them out, but you can find those diamonds in the rough and basically resell them for way, way more. Like there was a lighting set there today where it was $25, but you can resell it for $125. And now imagine the profit margin on that. You just have your product cost, you have Amazon's referral fee, and you have your shipping fee, which can actually be passed on to the buyer. The buyer can pay for the shipping. All right, so up next we have reselling different Facebook Marketplace items. Now you can actually find a deal on Facebook Marketplace, and if you are interested in actually negotiating with people and learning how to actually get things for cheaper, or you want to just enjoy the art of the deal like Donald Trump and you want to try to get things cheaper, then this is actually a really cool way to go about it, because sometimes people are selling basically new things and they just kind of bought it and they just figured, oh well, I actually don't need this, so then they put it back up on Facebook Marketplace for a discounted price. You can go to them and say, listen, this is basically shit, like knock off like $10-20 off the price, and maybe they'll meet you in the middle somewhere around there and you can pick it up for cheap. Now you can take that product from Facebook Marketplace and actually resell it on Amazon, doing the same method I just discussed about pricing it cheaper and winning that buy box. That would be a very interesting way to actually see how that would work. All right, this next side hustle is actually untouched. Okay, untouched. Nobody's ever talked about this. So what is it? Now, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that you will actually need to code for this side hustle. So if you don't know how to code yet, then I would recommend learning how to, but I will actually make a whole video on this topic later on about how to actually code this. So what am I even talking about? Well, you can do AI designed t-shirts. Now, imagine that, okay? You don't actually have to make any of the designs. You literally punch it into an AI and the AI will spit out a image that you can use for a shirt, a phone case, a clock, a mug, anything, okay? So how would this work? So you build your own AI to make images for you, which is very simple. I did it in about, I want to say 3 or 4 hours. I had it done, ready to go, polished, works perfect. All you do is punch into that AI, make me a t-shirt design of whatever, cats or dogs or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And you can basically download the image right from there and upload it to a site called Redbubble or Printify if you want to make your own Shopify store around it. That would actually not be a bad idea. Also, Printify integrates with eBay and I believe Amazon as well, so you can actually sell on all of these platforms, Shopify, eBay, Amazon, and reach a large audience, because that is half the battle, is reaching a large audience with a product. So that is definitely a idea to think about. And the cost of doing this is absolutely zero, or it's as close to zero as humanly possible, because you do not need to pay for a subscription to Printify or Redbubble. All you have to do is upload your designs, and once they sell, you get a cut as a royalty of the artist or whatever, right? And you can actually set the price on what you want your shirt to sell for and basically decide how much money you will make off of each transaction. Now, this next one is called service arbitrage, okay? Now, what do I mean by that? There is a lot of money being the middleman, okay? So if you are the middleman, then you can make your prices and you know exactly how much it's going to cost you, and you can basically set a service price higher than what somebody else would charge you to do that same service. Now, what are some examples? Let's say that somebody comes to you and says, hey, Parker, like, I want to build a website. Parker Joseph isn't building the website. Some fucking guy across the world is going to build that website for me, and he's going to charge me about $250 to make that website, and I'm going to charge the client $2,000, right? Because if it looks professional and you can charge that, then why not? You know what I mean? That's a pretty solid profit if you ask me. So basically, you can do this with absolutely anything, okay? So you can go on Fiverr, Upwork, all these different websites. I think there's Freelancer as well. You can find people that want to be hired and want to do these services for you, okay? And they will basically give you a one-time rate, which would be whatever you negotiate with them. So it could be anywhere from $10 to $100. Basically, you are going to make money on a service that they provide to you. Now, actually getting those clients is probably the most difficult part about the whole thing, right? Because actually doing the cold outreach and getting the people is difficult. Now, it is actually easy with this service that I use for my business called Instantly.ai. This isn't a promotion or anything. It's basically what I use to cold outreach different clients of mine. It'll basically give you a report on who opened it, how many emails were sent out, how many replies did you get, and then you can also set the opportunities as well, so you can kind of get an estimate at how much money you're going to do in revenue. I don't really use that feature. I just use it for the cold emailing and the cold messaging, and I find it is super helpful because I don't have time to sit here and cold email 100 people every single day. I need to be doing things. I need action. I got to move at the speed of light. Okay. And I don't have time to sit there and do that. So I get them to do that. There is an idea right there. What if you approached a client and said, hey, listen, I can do cold outreach for you, and it will be, so basically your instantly service cost would be about, I want to say $90 every single month. Okay. But you can charge the client $750 to like $800 a month for cold outreach. Okay. That is insane. That's crazy. Okay. That's some serious margin right there. Now imagine if you got 10 clients every single month at $1,000 a piece. Now you're making 120 grand a year that you can then take and invest in whatever you want to buy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and please let me know which one are you going to try out. And if you're not going to try them out, just say that I'm stupid in the comments. Doesn't matter. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.